Hi Aquarius, Ascendant, Sun, Moon, Venus, Rising, and those of you that are cross-watching, and welcome to your tarot messages. We'll take a look and see what the cards predict for you for the upcoming week. It is going to be a general reading. If you're after a personal one, feel free to reach out and inquire. My email will be listed below the video. Okay, illusions. That's interesting. You've got the Magician, and alongside the Magician, you've got the Seven of Cups. Now, interesting. You've got a few different things going on here, guys. Aquarius. It is absolutely time for you to look past the glistening allure of illusion. Okay, something is not what it seems. Someone isn't who they say they are. Someone isn't who, they're masquerading. It could be an enemy masquerading as a friend, a part-time lover masquerading as a full-time lover, a situation that you're looking at and you're not really seeing what's there. You're only seeing what you want to see, not what is actually there, because what's actually there isn't all that it's cracked up to be. So it's absolutely time that you wake up to something, because for far too long, you've been romanticizing a certain person or a certain situation. Maybe this is the very person who has hurt you. Maybe this is someone whom you feel or you have felt betrayed by this individual. Someone who's allowed you to hit emotional rock bottom and has never been there, for support here. So it's time now you see this person for who they are. Stop making excuses for them. Stop making excuses for this situation, right? Because the Magician, I know, it's such a positive interpretation with the Magician. I get it, but every card has a shadow side. Every card has a negative aspect to it. And with the Magician, I mean, back in the olden days, he was kind of like a street scam artist. So, the Magician's energy tells us someone might come back into your life, but this is the very individual that hurt you. And look, sometimes people hurt others unintentionally and unknowingly, but to me, it feels like this person has a bit of a shifty, kind of sneaky energy to them, and someone here is coming back into your life, and it's almost like they're going to waltz back into your life. They're going to want to try and pick things up where, pick up things where you guys left it. I don't know that this person is who you think they are. I don't know that this person can give you what you want. I don't know that this person is who they say they are. I just feel like maybe you're making excuses for them, or I feel like they're fabricating a certain truth or a certain illusion. Something isn't what it's cracked up to be. It isn't, and it's absolutely time you wake up and you see, wake up and smell the roses. Like, wake up and you see this person or this very situation for what it is. You've got a lot of, the Ten of Swords here. This is a strong energy of something ending for you. It could indicate the ending of a difficult emotional period in your life. Okay, so if you've hit emotional rock bottom, if you've had your heart broken, this is, to me, the Ten of Swords is in relation to that. It's an energy that it's a healing energy. It's you healing. It's you putting yourself onto the path of wellness. It's you're going through the process. You're going through the motions. It's the sun lifting, cresting the horizon, and bringing in a new day, a new dawn. It could also mean that something here is about to end for you, though. Okay, something is about to end for you. It doesn't end nicely. It doesn't end well. It doesn't end on a positive note. It'll end violently. It'll be a painful kind of ending. Someone might ghost you. It might be a betrayal. You might feel like this is someone who's broken your trust, who's backstabbed you in the process. The Seven of Wands is like you resisting this ending. You resisting someone walking out of your life. You resisting someone putting an end to your relationship. Okay. The thing is, whatever doors close for you, they do so for a reason. It's not to get you in a state of frustration. Whatever doors close on you, close because whatever's on the other side of the door isn't meant for you. And if someone takes an exit from your life, do not chase them, because that person isn't meant for you. having that person stay in your life when, you know, they have nothing to give, or they, you know, there's nothing, they've got nothing to give to you. There's no destiny that ties you to them. There is no, you know, having someone who doesn't belong in your life. If you're chasing after this person, you're depriving yourself of essentially meeting and connecting with someone, coming into alignment with someone who is emotionally available, someone who, you know, is tied into your fate, someone who is tied into your destiny, someone who does, you know, all want the very same things that you do. You know, don't try and force this person to stay. Don't chase anyone. Better yet, show them the door, because you staying in this type of a relationship, you're only cutting yourself off from getting to know someone who is emotionally available, someone whom you're in alignment with. You're depriving yourself of, you know, potentially engaging in a very healthy, happy, very balanced, committed type of a relationship. So do not resist whatever ends for you. Do not resist whoever, you know, lets go of you, because to me, it feels like you're dodging a bullet. Okay, so don't try and force fit something into happening when it's not meant for you, basically. 7 of Wands, walk the path of least resistance. The 10 of Cups is an indication to me. It feels like you're about to, for those of you that have been going through a storm, an emotionally difficult period, I feel like this is you getting the rainbow out of the storm. So I feel like there's going to be a time or a place of alignment. I feel like some things here are coming into place for you. Remember how I said I feel like someone here's coming back into your life? So this person, they've got a bit of a magician's energy. There's a bit of illusion, or there's a bit of, you know, this person or this situation not being what it seems. Now, yes, it might mean that being sneaky, they may be being they may be sketchy, sneaky, manipulative. That could be the reason, okay? That could be that explains why we're getting this kind of deceptive energy, because the magician, you know, he's mastered the art of illusion, hasn't he? He's mastered the art of deception. So someone comes back and they're not telling you the truth. They're not taking accountability for ghosting you, for disappearing on you. They're not who they say they are. They're not giving you the truth. They're lying. They're fabricating the truth. It's up to you. You're responsible for your happiness. It's up to you for you to look at this very person or this situation and see what's there, not what you want it to be. Now, for some of you, it doesn't necessarily mean that this person that's coming back into your life doesn't have, or this connection doesn't have potential. It does. But the thing is, you've been looking at it wrongly. Maybe you've been giving it too much credit. Maybe you've been too hopeful and too romantic about this whole thing. So it's so important for you to remove those rose-colored glasses and see, okay, maybe the connection isn't as perfect as you think it is. You know, it's got a few flaws, it's got a few issues. So it's time for you to look at those issues and address them. You know, there may be some toxic interactions there. There may be some lying, deceiving, some misplaced behavior. It's so important for you to see what's there, not necessarily what you want to be. So that's why I opened up the reading saying, like, right now it's so important for you to look past the glistening allure of illusion, because, you know, there is a hopeful reconciliation indicated in the cards for some of you. There is potential for you, the two of you, to reconcile your differences and perhaps, you know, to give this connection another go. I also feel like there is going to, for some of you, there's like a battle of the egos, a clash of the egos happening here. It's so important that you remove ego from out of the equation. It's so important that you guys, you know, approach this second chance or this reunion or this reconnection from a very balanced perspective. Someone here who I feel like has been treating you like an option, not a priority, is coming back. And maybe because, why do they come back? Maybe because they realized, you know, your value. Maybe because they've exhausted all their options. You need to not allow your emotions to cloud your judgment. You need to use your intuition, rely on your intuition, lean into, you know, your logical standpoint, because someone is coming back here for you. Okay, and it just feels like this person is, either they are someone who aren't very honest, aren't very forthright and forthcoming about their emotions, about their intentions, and maybe that's why I'm getting this deceptive energy, or this person is coming back under false pretenses. So they're reaching out to you because it's convenient for them, okay? They're reaching out to you because, you know, they want the convenience of a relationship without the actual commitment. So they're coming back on their own terms, basically, and it's almost like they're waltzing back into your life. I don't see them taking any accountability for their actions. So that's why you need to call this individual out. Hold them accountable if they're not holding themselves accountable. The other thing I did mention, for a lot of you, there is, you know, something ends for you here, and if the reason why something ends is because you do have this other energy of someone possibly coming back into your life, but they can't come back into your life unless this very thing that you got going on that isn't healthy, it ends for you. As I've mentioned, there is potential for this connection, but someone needs to be called out here. It just feels like you need to look at things realistically rather than idealistically, okay? You need to stop romanticizing this person or the situation and look at things from a different angle. And when you do, it just feels like the energies will shift. You'll take a much more realistic approach to this situation, to this reconnection, to this reconciliation. And out of that realistic approach, I feel like potential will grow, okay? Because they come back, and maybe they have been sneaky and deceptive in the past, but was a part of that your fault because you've kind of allowed for that behavior, you kind of tolerated that behavior. So it just feels like it's time to take accountability for your own actions, and it's time for you to hold them accountable as well. Okay guys, and these are your messages. Thanks for watching and listening. Please show your support by liking, sharing and subscribing to the channel. Bye.